Hi guys, welcome to the Unpopular Opinion. We are
real,
raw, and we're saying it all. Welcome everybody to yet another episode of the Unpopular Opinion. We are saying it all, we're saying it raw, and we're saying it real. So today's topic is one that is a very interesting one and quite hot. We're actually asking you guys a question. Would you or would you not let your friends be close friends with your man? Partner, boyfriend, husband, whatever it is, whatever situation you're in. Wife, if you're a man, or if you're a wife, we don't judge. If you're a woman and you have a wife, well, look, we don't judge. Would you or would you not? The first I'm asking,
there's donut over here.
Prim.
So personally, by the way, that's a yes. Like, that's a yes. Yeah. I feel like they can be friends. They can even be close friends or whatever. So it's up to them to keep their boundaries. Like, it's up to you to choose me. By the way, to choose me, each of you, to choose me in your right, to know that, oh, let us not disrespect her or something like that. But I don't mind. They are not children. If I stop him from, being friends to my friend because we think that he's going to sleep with my friend, he'll be sleeping with someone else and still, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a point, Fiona.
What's a point? I actually feel the same way. I have no problem with my partner being friends with my friends. As long as boundaries are maintained.
You have no problem.
I have no problem. Boundaries need to be maintained.
See, the problem is that some people don't have those boundaries.
I mean, I get it, because of course, I don't know, even with a partner, maybe also I don't have very many friends. The few friends I have, I'm comfortable with them relating with my partner, because I know that they keep their their boundaries are very clear. It's just like I'm friends with Boo Boo, but like the boundaries are very, very clear.
Yes, but again, Fiona, you are very, very you are one person who knows boundaries. Mm-hmm. But let's face it, we're in Uganda. Ugandans are not generally speaking, we're not very good with boundaries. Mm-hmm. And when you set boundaries, you have kajanja. You get, and you're arrogant. That's what they say. So for me, now, you guys, I am saying my truth. Depends on who you are. It really depends on who you are. Most of my friends have contact with my husband. Actually, I met most of my current friends through my husband. But there are people, I see that one must stay away. You are one of them.
Whoa! Waves to the crowd! The snatcher!
I know why.
But I know why. It's just because
Fiona and my husband get on too well.
Yeah.
Like that friendship could go from 0 to 100 in no time.
Yeah.
For me in my head. When it's not like I'm insecure. Yeah. But I could see how I could get insecure because when you're talking to Philip, it's like you're understanding each other.
Like even without words being said.
I understand your heart. Don't be understanding my husband when there are no words.
You feel like they understand each other. Like I see you, fellow earthling.
No, there have to be words, please. Don't be understanding my husband without words. But you say it all when you say nothing at all. For me, no, I beg.
It's not even like that.
No. Okay, so I 100% trust my husband. I wouldn't be married to him if I didn't. Yeah. I trust my husband. But you guys, you have to leave room for feelings developing involuntarily. You get, because my husband, there's a couple friend of ours. Hi Gideon and Linda. There's a couple friend of ours that Philip and I we are very close and we see each other a lot. And Philip is exactly like Linda. I'm exactly like Gideon. So when we are there talking about our marital issues, I am explaining Gideon to Linda. Philip is explaining Linda to Gideon. Gideon is explaining me to Philip. Linda is explaining, Philip to me. It's kind of like But then I can see if with a lot of contact and with a lot of personal one-on-ones, I can see how that could be dangerous a bit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I could see how if you're with someone who understands you, a man who understands you, you know, and it's like, but why doesn't my own husband get it?
That could be emotional.
Do you know what I mean?
The boundary.
Yeah, so it could be it could blur, yes, and that's why you stay away from your husband. And not in a bad way. It's just that I see, like when you guys were talking and you talked, and my husband's actually a very open book. People think he isn't, but he's open. Yeah. He chooses who he's open with very, very, very carefully. But when you get because I saw you guys talked and you came and told me, I was like, 1 hour, like, so you talked all those things. You know, I was right there. I was right in like the other room. I was in a living room. They were out on the balcony, and they were talking and they were, you know, and the conversation was flowing. I'm like, what? Excuse me. Like, hello, that's enough. Like, be quiet, go. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't insecure per se. It's just that it's very rare for me to see like Philip talking to someone like that. Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. So it makes me be like, okay, this whole thing of now you having each other's numbers and you calling him and him calling you and texting, hi, how are you, buddy? Hey. Buddy.
I hear you.
So for you, what would you do if you had a friend that you felt might be, and there are other types, like his type, and his type body-wise. So even friends that have my body type, those ones also, please don't be getting my husband's number, you know.
Honestly,
however, Prim, you can be very much.
Honestly, I've had, I think I've had such a thing where, like a friend of mine dated someone I was seeing then, and I remember when I was talking to this lady. Like for me, by the way, I was hurt by her, and I know there's that thing of. Why do you go for the woman? I didn't go for her for, like, how could you? You're a bitch. No, I went to her like, how could you sell our friendship like that? Actually, for me, it hurt me about her because the man obviously was not going anywhere. But for her, I thought our friendship would be long term like that. And I remember I had like I told her, you don't do that to your friends. Like you could ask your mom, you could ask your sisters. You don't do that to your friend. Like I love our friendship. Why did you do that to me? And I remember I had to stay. Like I was also working with this person, so I had to stay working with this person. Like I remember thinking to myself, no man deserves losing my friendships over. For me, that's one of the decisions I made in life. I am not losing my friendships over men. I am not losing friendships over men. Please let us be very clear. Yeah. It is you, the man, to go, not my friends. I've cultivated them. I've invested in my friendships. I'm not just letting them go because of a man. And lots of people are just like, are you mad? Are you what? So anyway, I remember I just kept, working with this person and the heart, like moved on what. But I remember after some time, I felt like, when that decision to to stop working with this person came, it was easy to make. They were easily dispensable because I feel like I don't owe you anything because at some point you had a chance to choose me and you didn't choose me. Yeah, but also I know that there are people who have good spouses. Me and Frina have a friend, Mr. K, Kajambo. And Mrs. K will be like, so they are waving to my husband without me. Kajambo, a wonderful, wonderful man. And one of the ways that, I remember when she was going to get married to this person, she called me and she's like, I would like you to meet my fiance because you are my person. We met, and I want to tell you that we just, because she's moderately quiet, I think. She's moderately quiet. Moderate. Yes. Kind of, yes. Really. So when you meet him, you have kapozi, what. But he'll also have those, he'll also have those boundaries where he'll be like, guys, are you passing by to see wife? Okay. When you come, he'll come, say hi, bitchy. There'll be general kapozi, but he'll generally also leave you to have your space with your friend. But this man has loved us clear. And that's one of the ways that for me, I knew this man is a good man for our friend. He extended that love. Like, I want to tell you that there's a time I think I was stuck at the Express I posted somewhere, she saw it, I think she told him, and he called me like, are you okay? Have you found help? What, can we send help? You get? And there'll be someone who'll be like, why are you bailing out my friend? Yeah. But that man is a wonderful man, and I feel like that's one of the qualities I admire about him. Same. As my friend's husband. The fact that he asked her, who are your people? Your people will be my people. And we became his people. Like, and she doesn't mind. Like, there'll be days that I'll text him to ask about like IT, and I won't even go through her. It's very funny. There's a time I had a conversation with him, and I said, oh, you mean so-and-so didn't tell you? She's like, no, he doesn't tell me your things. So now you repeat the conversation for me on my own. You get? So I feel like there are such people. Like, he knows his boundaries. We know our boundaries, but we also have a very good friendship.
But I also understand that it's a rare thing. Extremely rare.
No, but I mean, yes, and because he's a good guy, very good guy, you see the danger of other women falling in love with him. You get?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, yes, it's very, because
it's very easy.
Like, he's a wonderful man.
He's a wonderful
men.
That's true.
You know, especially because it's rare. Someone like that is rare. So now, for obviously, if you are stuck somewhere and Philip could get to you, I'd send him to you. That's a different situation, you know, and he would also be happy to come and help. You know, I don't even have to ask him to help. He will automatically come and help. However, you people, they are... You know,
you're looking for boundaries. You're trying to move the line.
Yeah, so the line is, so for me, I'm very clear. If you're a safe person, I'm okay. If I feel you're not a safe person, it's not okay. Now, I have no problem with you chatting to my husband when we are at a party or whatever, for however long you want. But when we live there, you are my friend. You get it? Don't be calling him and being that's
like thing. Part two like, of the problem you had helped.
What are you coming to visit me when he's not? When I'm not there? Kumbe, he's there. Do you know what I mean? No.
No, this is very funny. I remember the time we went to do her closet. She was in Nairobi, and she wanted that closet changed and house organized before she came back. Trust me, I was there. I remember I came from work, came with the lady who organizes the closet. I just entered the chair, slept as they did things, and I left.
Friends, I beg, don't be sleeping in my home when I'm not there.
And with video call, and I remember with video calls, like, hey, you're there. With video call, like, hey, you're there. So which things are we getting out? The clothes, okay. Then which furniture do you want? Because it was him that was at home. You get? Like, I wouldn't mind. Rachel, like, really comes to my house all the time. Like, I wouldn't mind leaving Rachel at the house. Please, Bubuna, please help Rachel around. I'm coming back.
Me specifically, quickly. I can never be in another woman's home when she's not there and her husband is me.
Claire, I'm always leaving my cleaning lady at home.
That's different.
It's not. She's a woman.
No. She's a different kind of woman. Your husband's standard.
Men are busy sleeping with maids.
Yes, those kind of men, honestly, judged. I don't judge, but this particular one, if you are this one, like, seriously, you go from this to a maid, come on. Even that one,
But what's wrong with her?
Me, let him go.
What's wrong with her? That's another something
No, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just that the standards are different. That's the truth.
Nada.
She's human.
Standards have been set by society.
For me, honestly, if a man wants to sleep with please do. Even me, I'll even allow you. Like, why? The standards is toziriko, and I'm not being arrogant.
Standards are just set by the world.
No, they're not. We are more educated. We are better.
Oh my God! It's not like all of them are not educated.
Yes, they're not as educated.
No,
as we
abroad people who are doing your nannies abroad, for example, have college degrees.
I'm saying the kundi from
Same here. There are people who do babysitting that have college degrees.
Now, for me, my nanny, I'm saying in the standard of my nanny, my maid. You know, if you want to sleep with my maid, please, you have no business being with me. Honestly, and honestly, you need to be like, okay, there's a standard at which you will either go up or low.
There's a thing that was going around where someone I think went abroad and her husband stayed with the kids, and her friend passed by, I think, and helped them prepare some, like, the food she had pre-planned, got done, she passed by, prepared some food for them. And there was a lot of uproar on the internet. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I swear. As in if.
Well, it depends on
but
who
not
you
you
are.
see, you're saying that a woman, I can't be in a woman's house if she's not around. But Claire, I wouldn't mind you passing by my house and I'm not around and I'm like, please, there's some eggs in the fridge, there's some matoke, please boil them and put them in the fridge for my husband. Me, I do not, like I wouldn't mind
and
that.
my husband tastes Prim's cooking and says it's better.
Not me. The same way he goes to restaurants and the food is better.
We can agree that of course there is
different thing is. Now for me, again, I 100% and 50% trust my husband because he has also been very intentional about not spending time with women that are not me or when I'm not there. So you'll never find my husband having a long conversation.
I tried to talk to Philip sometimes and it's like one foot was the other side.
Yeah,
facing in this direction. Yes,
he tries very much. If I'm not there,
but he's leaving.
He tries very. He does not have a relationship. He's very intentional about it, which is why all those women out there who say all men cheat. Yes, all men and women have the potential to cheat, but a lot of us are taking
it's a decision,
and you make intentional steps. If you don't want to cheat, what are you doing alone with a woman that you don't want to, that's not your wife or your fiance or your whatever? Why you're setting yourself up? The same way that when you're dating, let's say a Christian and you've decided to abstain until you're married, the same way you take intentional steps, you're not going to be alone together for long. You're not going. Some people go as far as they don't kiss, don't hug, don't touch hands, nothing. The first time you touch me is going to be in the wedding. It happens. That is the only way you're going to avoid falling into this particular.
And just imagine one of the qualities I look out for in a man. It's your ability to get along with my friends. Your ability. Like I remember feeling like, oh my God, because Bubuna is very quiet and private and whatnot. So each time I tell him, please, let's go to so-and-so's house, he'd just be like, like he would want his space. And I remember feeling like, oh my God, we'll never have a tribe. We'll never have our people. So this one time I introduced him to my friends. And I remember sitting like in a corner, how is it? But then I saw how they got along. And I remember when we were giving like speeches in the end, and he's like, oh yeah, I would actually come back. And we had a discussion like, yeah, I would come back. And I said, oh my God, yes, thank you. Because for me, that was a worry. Having to carry you to like say an event or a wedding, or me having to show up alone repeatedly while I keep talking about my ghost husband who does not exist. And or coming with you and I have to keep stay there entertaining you. Like when we have things for me and my friends come, I have to keep asking, are you okay? Are you fine?
I get that.
Those two quiet, are you fine? Okay. Then I run around and become busy.
Is it for me?
I needed someone to get along with my friends. So one of the things that I'm very happy about is at least Vanange, when people say, but does Bubina exist? I know Fiona knows he exists and he really loves Fiona. Like he loves her. And for me, I love that he extends that love to my friends. It's very important.
No, he's great. Because I remember that time when this human being went and trashed us on Twitter. And I remember calling her and let her not mind. And I had a few words. I picked a few words and she was translating. And I was like, this is actually a really good guy, And
he's
I was
invested.
very
He's invested. You ask, how is Claire? You said that her child is sick. Okay, how are they now? I remember the time Fiona's sister was sick and he's like, we have to go to hospital. Please find time. We have to go to hospital. I'm like, no, Fiona doesn't mind. He's like, no, never say that. He's like, never say that. Never say that to someone.
Also that's different. That's different from what I'm talking about. There's someone who cares and can get along with your friends and things like that. And then there is your person having a personal relationship outside of you with another woman that is your friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, what have you no friends?
What are you talking about?
Human beings. You find your own friends. Leave mine alone. If they're men, absolutely. If they're men friends, that's fine. But with my friends, leave my friends alone. And my friends, there's a line. I draw that line, and I'm very clear about it with my friends. And even if I haven't said it, it's implied. It's very much implied. So if someone calls me and says, oh, Claire, I want to drop or pick something from your home. Are you there? And I'm like, no, Philip is there, but wait until I get home. You get, so I'm very clear. Wait until I get home. You know,
I think the good thing is that you're clear, because at the end of the day, it's just good to be clear
better
about
than
what
being
you can
angry and you're not talking to me, and I don't know why.
I don't know what the
and you guys, and the funny thing is, people say I'm not. It's just intentional steps to avoid. You get, because it's not. Yes, but also it's not. I know for a fact that a lot of these feelings are involuntary. You get, someone had, even the friend hasn't also insisted. It hasn't also won. He's just you find yourself there, and you find yourself sitting and talking to someone, and them understanding you more than your person does. You guess, we've all been there. You know, and then you keep, if that relationship continues, then you're just fanning a fire. It's just going to go bigger and bigger until it's completely uncontrollable, you know? So it's just me knowing that this can happen. I'm not stupid. I am not blind.
You're human.
I can see, yes, that both these people are human, that they can actually. And for me, even more than sex, something that would hurt me really, really badly is an emotional relationship. Yes, because that's mine. Do you know what I mean? So it's, for me, it's that I'm like, look, and even if I know my husband will not have sex with another woman, I cannot say that he will not connect emotionally
and
with
start
someone
comparing
else.
us
And for
and
me,
feeling
that's,
like, why
guys,
isn't she like
it
this?
is my thing, you know.
Yeah, it means I'll never.
So, question: if hypothetically, if your man and your friend got together, what would you do?
What, as in became a couple?
No, it's not just there was something between them and you could clearly see.
What if
So you touched on it earlier and said that you choose your friend, but in that situation,
depending on what friendship I have with you, right?
Yeah.
But so the thing is, what if they were meant to be together and they had to meet through me?
Hey, I beg. I am not your path to togetherness. Yeah.
Put that on a t-shirt.
You people, I am not your path. I am not your path, please.
What if they were meant to be? And yeah, they met through me.
That's how you'd think. Yeah, for me, both sides would be.
Anyway, I'm saying that because, well, it's not a marriage. I mean, but if you're married, I can't say that.
As good. A marriage is a paper. That's
even if we are not married, but we are in a committed relationship, and you know, and that happened, I would be so hurt, you guys. I would let them both go.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be too hurt. I don't know if over time I would be able to fix, maybe that, I don't know. I can't say, but I know I would let them go.
I don't think so. Even I have goosebumps.
It would pain me too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Like, I don't, you find your own path.
Like,
oh, this is like a sidetrack, but like, you know how people say like your exes are like off limits.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say girl code. Girl code, guys.
So where are we going to find
briefly.
men? Where are we going to find?
Not with us. I beg, I'm not your man dictionary.
Are we going to keep bringing photos? Like, have you been with this one?
No,
have we been with this one?
No, listen.
So Claire, what if I miss the person on a different path and you find they're your ex?
Personally, personally, my exes, I am completely over. It's like they never existed. So please, have at it.
Even me, I'm a new being in Christ. The old is gone, the new has come, please.
I would say the same thing about my husband, even if... Actually, no, I met my husband when I was 17. So I've known him 15 years. In the time when I was even married to someone else. And one of my friends dated him.
You felt that?
I would have. He didn't. They didn't. But I would have felt it. It would have been no. So for me, yeah, please, if my husband and I somehow it didn't work out, please, my friends. Yeah. He's off limits.
Oh, what if I went abroad and came back after 10 years and then
No, he's off limits.
I think for me it's just
I came back as a new person.
Because also me, I'm okay with my exes ending up in that situation. I just think it would only hurt me if I still have feelings for that person and you know. Like, you know that to me in some way I'm still, you know how sometimes there's an ex, just like how you see, just like how Philip is for you, that for him no matter what he would always be a sore spot. People have people like that. So if maybe I don't have someone like that, but if I did, then I know that one would hurt me. But because where I'm at right now, my exes are released. I'm okay if they ended up. It has happened before, and I was
even me, like it happened before, and I was just like,
that's amazing.
First of all, I was still with that person, but they were like really. They were trash, so I really didn't care about them. Yeah, it wasn't really. I was just like, okay. Now, actually, my problem, like I said, was with a lady. Why did you betray me? Them What betray? I can't even be asking you who you betrayed me. You didn't betray me, you were trash. But the lady, for you, why?
Yeah. No, for me, I would only do why if you are, again, a sore spot. Because for me, usually, when I let go, I let go. So there are no feelings there whatsoever. It's almost like we didn't date. You get the only person I have never been able to shake off is Philip.
Aww.
You know? And I remember there's something he told me.
Philip, never mind. Got away.
Never mind. Yeah, I know. So for me, no, please, friends, if it's Philip, even if we are 20 years separated, just know it's not going to work.
But in heaven, he'll be with another person.
In heaven, I'm going to also be with another person.
If we go to heaven, be wearing a different body with another person.
But wherever we are, whether hell, whether earth, wherever we are, if God has given me, you know, I will have gotten over him. I know God's got
What if I meet Philip in heaven before you come? I'm like, partner, where's Claire? Oh, she's still on earth.
Listen, leave my man.
What if I have to take him around as a ghost? Like as a new ghost.
Assign him to someone else who's not my friend.
I assign him to a stranger. A ghost stranger.
So you agree that girl code, you wouldn't mind if there are people you have let go over it.
Yeah. If it's someone really
But for me, I've let go of everyone. So
me too. I have really let go of all
have at it with all the 100 exes.
Yeah, but I understand that when there is a Philip, your situation, if I had a Philip, then I would feel the same way. I know for sure.
I beg, even in heaven, together fitna. Together fitna. I shall tie on that man until the day I die. Anyway, so that's all we had for you today. Let us know, would you or would you not let your man be friends with your girlfriend?
Oh, maybe should we also ask guys if they would let their
girlfriends be friends with their man friend?
That's a spicy
That's an
topic.
interesting topic. Maybe we should host
Should
some
we
men
host guys
and ask their opinion.
You guys,
maybe we should.
Let us know, guys.
Yeah.
Let us host guys for that.
But if you're a man watching this, please let us know. Would you let your girlfriend around your man, like be friends, personal,
like your wife can help you, can help your friend who is a bachelor.
Yeah, and go and cook for him. Let us know. Would you
shop
do that?
For his house.
All right, so that's all we have for you today.
And subscribe.
We'll see you next time. Bye.